ている。
So Sharknado is the craziest shark movie you've ever seen. The Japanese say, hold my sake. We are talking Hot Spring Shark Attack, also known as Onsen Shark. And this makes Six-Headed Shark Attack look like a documentary. So this was actually a crowd-funded Japanese movie from 2024 and is completely bananas. If you are a shark movie fan who only likes the more realistic and dramatic movies like, you know, Jaws or things like that, then this isn't that. Story? Is there a story in these type of things? Well, yes there is. So let me tell you what it is. So there is this Japanese town which has been described as the Monaco of Japan. And they've just built this new holiday complex which they are intending to, you know, get lots of tourists and things like this. And it's famous for its onsen, Japanese for hot springs. And there seems to have been a newly discovered shark species which has decided to attack this particular holiday resort, and these sharks have special abilities. What special abilities, you might say? Well, they can actually squeeze through the pipes in these hot springs and then just appear out in like a spa or a jacuzzi or something, can eat the victims and then kind of just go back. Not only that, they have electromagnetic pulse sort of powers, they have methane powers, and of course, it being a Japanese movie, it wouldn't be complete without a giant kaiju-sized shark towards the end of the movie. Opposing them, we've got the police chief, we've got the mayor, we've got a scientist, and this kind of superhero type guy who's just constantly bodybuilding. What will happen? You'll have to watch the movie and find out. So if you like nutsoid content, then this may be the movie for you. It is completely bonkers. And it's obviously played for laughs, in case you probably didn't get that already. It's worth pointing out. But yes, it's a super schlocky B-movie. Now, we've seen plenty of shark movies come out from China before, and I have seen one shark movie from Japan, and that was kind of not nearly as crazy as this one, but still fairly out there. But this one definitely takes the biscuit. This takes Sharknado's crown. What can we say in the positives? Yeah, if you just like balls to the wall, out there content, this is the movie for you. I mean, nothing is taken seriously. Everything kind of looks schlocky. There's obviously lots of kind of like silly sort of jokes. The sharks are a mix between like CGI that's like this, and you know, we have like fins cutting through like concrete and sand, whatever they want to just get through. Or they're kind of like paper mache puppets. They even say like shark and things like that when they attack, and even kind of literally wink at the camera in places. And our king kaiju sized shark has got a little crown crest on his head, so it's just kind of out there. Our heroes, they create like a 3D printed submarine to kind of go and fight it. Our superhero guy is just constantly kind of like working out, and whenever he does that, he's making sounds like creasing leather and stuff. It's just like absolutely silly content. I mean, there's loads of people that end up getting chowed down on. It's not a gory movie, it's all kind of played for sort of goofy laughs, if you know what I mean. But there's certainly a large body count, albeit not a particularly, you know, gory one or anything like that. But if you like out and out sort of silly humour, then this is the movie for you. And there is some kind of funnier moments in this movie, I would say. Obviously the humour is subjective, so it's going to depend on whether you like this sort of type of kind of content and humour and stuff. Really, it's very slapstick, it's very kind of out there, but it's so like just knowingly schlocky, knowingly kind of B-movie grindhouse. It's absolutely having fun with it. This isn't maybe a movie you want to kind of watch, you know, seriously, but there is some kind of fun sort of send-offs about shark movies. For example, you know, it starts off with a similar sort of premise to Jaws. You know, there's these shark attacks in this kind of like holiday town, and there's, you know, the mayor's going, oh, it's kind of like, you know, it's going to be our busiest tourist season, but instead of kind of like worrying about the shark, they're like, right, let's kind of get people in it and having a shark hunting contest and things like that. So there's a few kind of like, you know, taking the tropes that we've seen from kind of shark films and then kind of like, you know, having a little bit of fun with it and stuff. And yeah, it's kind of funny how silly it gets at times. We do see a lot of the sharks really, and yes, they kind of look crappy, but they're kind of fun, I will say. And there's lots of kind of over the top sort of characters. You know, it's kind of a one joke movie if we're being honest, but you know, it's if you find that sort of thing mildly amusing, it's a great film to kind of have on in the background and just watch some Japanese madness. What doesn't work, I mean, it's just chaos on screen. It's pure chaos on screen. It's not going to appeal to everyone. If you like any semblance of normality and you know, a narrative and things like that, this isn't the film. This is not the film. It's absolutely just trying to be chaotic all of the time. The characters are always kind of shouting. They're always kind of over the top. You know, you might not like that sort of over the top silliness, and of course the effects and everything are knowingly schlocky. And again, if you're not a fan of that sort of low budget aesthetic, this isn't going to be maybe one that you're going to be that interested in. There is a story, but obviously, you know, you can't really sort of watch a film like this for any type of dramatic narrative and things like that. I will say it kind of lacks really like a central character. At one point I thought they said the central character or protagonist was going to be the police chief, but he kind of gets sidelined and then the mayor sort of takes over. So, you know, you don't really have a huge amount of human characters to actually kind of latch onto. And I do think even spoof comedies kind of, you need a degree of that perhaps, but you know, it isn't on this one. And you know, I've got to be honest with you, as fun as this movie is, maybe it'd be better to watch this as, you know, over a couple of nights, because you know, you could arguably say it's fun for a while, but a full feature length, maybe it kind of outstays its welcome to a degree for some. I'll give this movie a 5 out of 10. I mean, this is going to be a Marmite movie. If they don't know what Marmite is, it basically means you either love it or hate. 5 out of 10. Would you watch it? Please let me know if you've seen it, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.